Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second episode of the podcast on my own. I haven't figured out a name yet, but we're getting there. Today we're gonna talk about AEW and WWE competing too much, AEW Forbidden Door predictions, and NXT Heatwave predictions. So that is going to be really good. I have not watched NXT yet. Not at all, but I'm going to watch it. But for now, these are all the confirmed matches for NXT Heatwave, which is this Saturday plus AEW Forbidden Door this Saturday, same time, August 24th. AEW Forbidden Door is in London. NXT Heatwave, I don't know where it is yet, but yeah, the same day, August 24th. And let's get started. But I'm going to be doing a daily streak, every single day. Hope it lasts for a long time. But as always, I'm going to say it in the beginning and the end of the video. Please follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X. Add me on Snapchat. I might add you back. Follow me on Twitch. Sorry. Go to patreon.com/JDP2199, and I promise you that I will put those videos every single week as soon as possible. I am so close to putting it, and it should come out in a few days very soon, I promise you. And also subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, share, and turn on the notification bell, and let's get started. So, about AEW and WWE competing too much. And yeah, it has gotten a little annoying lately. A lot of people hate it. We just had Saturday night's main event and a little bit of NXT, the Great American Bash. NXT Great American Bash and NXT and Saturday night's main event. I was in Saturday night's main event in Atlanta and Evolution. The video will come out very soon, I promise y'all. But anyway, AEW all in London, AEW all in Texas was the same day, the same time as NXT Great American Bash. But obviously, All In beat both shows. Evolution was the best wrestling pay-per-view of that weekend and of the whole entire year of WWE, is what I'm saying. Honestly, probably of the whole wrestling, professional wrestling of this year. But here's what I want to talk about. That happened, and we have one AEW Forbidden Door and NXT Heatwave in 2 days at August 24th. Then we have a confirmed match, a confirmed PLE the same day as AEW All Out. Yeah, AEW All Out. And that pay-per-view is going to be called an ECW original called WrestlePalooza. There are rumors about Bad Blood, but it wasn't Bad Blood. It was WrestlePalooza. It's going to happen September 20th. Both of them are going to be competing again, and the rumors are having Brock Lesnar versus John Cena at the main event of that match. That's why we don't have Brock Lesnar in our TV screens right now. We have John Cena some of the weeks, but John Cena is facing Logan Paul, Clash in Pairs, which there's going to be a Clash in Pairs predictions coming as well. Not in this video, but in another video before Clash in Paris happens, which is next weekend, August 31st, in Paris, France. But anyway, AEW Forbidden Doors in the O2 Arena in London. Just want to give you that. O2 Arena in London, if you want to go there, you can. I ain't going. I'm not flying to London at that in 2 days. That's impossible. I mean, it's possible, but I'm not going to buy a lot of... I'm not going to buy tickets. No. That's too expensive. Especially for a long flight. Anywho, we talk about WrestlePalooza and AEW All Out. And then the crazy rumors, which is now confirmed. So, you know about ESPN having a deal with WWE in March of 2026, but it's actually starting with WrestlePalooza in September. It's not going to start in March. It's going to start in September, 6 months earlier. I don't like it, but I have to cancel my Peacock subscription after the end of the year, and then we will have. I'm sorry, guys. We will have ESPN, but I'm not gonna have ESPN. I'm not gonna buy $30 a month for ESPN. Hell no. They can go. I'm gonna buy VPN. I'm gonna do Netflix internationally, which is way easier. And the VPNs here in my TV are free. I can use them for free, and I can use Netflix internationally for free. We already have the subscription for Netflix. Not the most expensive one, but not the cheapest one with ads. It's the perfect one. The perfect one. I'll put it. I don't have to go to ESPN to watch my WWE PLEs. I'll just watch it on Netflix. That's just perfect for me. But now we're going to December, which they were about to do another WWE and AEW collision course competition, because it was going to be AEW World's End December 27th, and having a Saturday Night's main event that exact day with John Cena's final match that day. I would have been so mad if that happened, because first of all, I feel so bad for AEW. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of people there, but they're all gonna be watching John Cena's final WWE match. And now it's confirmed that it's going to be December 13th, like they planned it before, in which should be his hometown of Massachusetts. I don't know where, probably what was his from West Newbury, Massachusetts, or Boston, Massachusetts. One of those is going to be happening Saturday Night's main event, and it's going to happen in Peacock, even though ESPN will start in September with WrestlePalooza and having Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, the main event of that match. But John Cena's final match is going to be in Peacock, so people don't have to buy $30 to watch John Cena's final match a month of ESPN a month. Yeah, you know what I mean. And it's going to be Peacock. It's not going to be on NBC. I think they made it clear that Saturday Night's main event is not going to be in NBC anymore, starting with the Saturday Night's main event of December and then moving forward. There's not going to be any ads. That's perfect. I know the people at Peacock Premium Plus, I know there's not going to be ads for them. Probably for the people from Peacock Premium like me, there's going to be ads. But we'll see. But you're not talking about AEW and WWE. Let's go with predictions. Let's start with AEW Forbidden Door, which, like I said, in the O2 Arena in London, you can go there. I ain't going there, but that's funny we going there. Let's start first with Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi for the TNT title. Again, this Forbidden Door. There's some people from MJPW, Ring of Honor, any of the indies. I have no clue who Hiromu Takahashi is, but if he's good, I can watch him against Kyle Fletcher for the TNT title. But for me, I'm going Kyle Fletcher to win this one. Next one, we have Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. Here's what happened. When Nick Wayne got injured, I saw AEW. I'm sorry I did not see NXT. I'll watch it. Later. WWE, if you're watching this, do not think that I don't like NXT, because then you're gonna have another NXT pay-per-view and AEW pay-per-view collision course. Do not think about it if you're watching this video. Thank you. Anyway, I watched AEW Dynamite, and Killswitch, aka Luchasaurus, returned after a year out, and he has not been in AEW since All In London of last year. With all these health issues, heart problems, I don't know, but I thank God he's okay. But he's gonna replace Nick Wayne because Nick Wayne got injured by his leg by Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. I'm not gonna call him Cope. You crazy? Cope is a stupid name. Come on, Tony Khan, you're so stupid for that. But I'm gonna call him Adam Copeland. I don't care what name you change him. Copey, Copa. No, Adam Copeland. I'm still gonna call him. So go back to Adam Copeland, Tony Khan. If it's Copeland, fine, I'll call him Copeland. Because I sometimes shorten up the name so I can get it through quicker. But Adam Copeland, Christian Cage took out Nick Wayne's leg, so he's out. Killswitch will replace, and he'll team up with Kip Sabian to team up with Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. And for me, since they just reunited last week in Dynamite, there's no way they're going to lose. I think it's going to be Adam Copeland and Christian Cage to win. Now we got the Golden Lovers, which is Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega versus, with Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay versus the Death Riders, only Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd in a lights-out steel cage match. Lights out, that's actually pretty cool. I don't know how this is all going to work with the lights-out steel cage match, but we'll see what's going to happen. We'll see if it's actually lights out or is it just pitch black, like the pitch black match that happened at the Royal Rumble a couple years ago with Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. Yeah. Feels like Mountain Dew, pitch black. It wasn't really pitch black. If it's actually pitch black, like pitch black, all dark, you cannot see a thing, then I think that's what people want. People in the arena is not barely gonna watch because they cannot see. It still could be pretty cool. But for this one, I pick the opposite team. That's not the Death Riders. I'm not gonna say all the names again, alright? And also, Golden Lovers, Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega. That's a stupid name, Golden Lovers. I don't care what you're thinking, but Golden Lovers, terrible. Kenny Omega, you should be in a singles run. You should not be with a person who, I don't even know who the hell he is. They're probably best friend from another wrestling company. I'm sorry, but I don't know who he is, and they should not team up. If they change my mind, if they do good, then I'll change my mind. I'll say, all right, they're a pretty good team. I regret what I said. Now we got Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness for the IWGP World Heavyweight title. IWGP is from NJPW. And I did not even know that Nigel came back to another wrestling match and faced Zack Sabre Jr. So, I'm just going to pick... Actually, let's go for a shocker. Let's go with Nigel McGuinness to win this title. Let's see if he can win. He can go back to wrestling. That's good. But since AEW London last year, he has not fought a match in over 12 years. That's insane. Because I know he was in WWE and NXT 2019, 2018, 2017. Those years, or 2020. Then he got released, in 2020, 2021. Then he went to AEW, and that's how this all thing happened. But I picked Nigel McGuinness. Now we have Toni Storm versus Athena for the AEW Women's World Title. Athena already has the Ring of Honor Championship, so I'm gonna pick Toni Storm to retain. I don't think Athena's gonna have two titles. Also, I want her in WWE back. Please. I want Athena / Ember Moon to be back in our WWE screens. That would be a really, really good idea. but I picked Tony Storm to retain. Now we have Kazuchika Okada versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW Unified title, which honestly is going to be a banger of a damn match. When Kazuchika Okada and I think Kenny Omega or Will Ospreay, it was Will Ospreay, faced off. It was the Continental title and the International title. I thought it was going to combine to become the Intercontinental title, but probably since WWE already has an IC title that's literally named the same, they went for Unified. I get it, but I would have wanted 2 Intercontinental Championships in 2 different companies. Yeah. But for this one, it's kind of hard, but I'll pick Kazuchika Okada to win and retain his AEW Unified title. Now, lastly, we got Hangman Adam Page versus MJF for the AEW World title. First of all, MJF was in the Hurt Syndicate. They got taken out by MVP. Not taken out, like kicked out of the group after like a month in the group. Tony Khan, I don't know what the storyline was about, but it was, I don't know what you did. You couldn't have him in the Hurt Syndicate in the first place. That was terrible for him. Thank God you took him out already. I don't know what the storyline was about again, but it was terrible. Yeah, thank God you got him out. And he won the Casino Gauntlet at All In. But why you cash it in right now? Already, since you won it a few weeks ago, why you already cashed in at Forbidden Door against Hangman Adam Page, who I know he's not going to lose because he just had the title for a few weeks by winning it at All In. Why you want to cash it in already? That's going to ruin your career because I know Hangman's going to retain, and that's my pick. Hangman is going to retain. Probably the Hurt Syndicate will come out, ruin his opportunity. MJF gets mad, then the Hurt Syndicate and MJF feud. I don't know. But I pick Hangman Adam Page to retain the AEW World title. Because like I said, he's had it for a few weeks. He's not going to lose it. Now we go to NXT Heatwave. Again, I did not see NXT, but some matches were added. And let's see what they are. We got first Hank and Tank versus Dark State. It's going to be 2 members of Dark State. And there's 4 of them, which is Dion Lennox, Cutler James, Osiris Griffin, and Saquon Sugars for the NXT Tag Team titles. For this, look, Hank and Tank is an amazing tag team. But they had not been featured that much and not been good NXT tag champs. So they should change it to a tag team that is gonna wreck everyone, just like the White Sticks have done with the WWE tag team titles. I pick the Dark State to win the NXT tag team titles, and if I had to pick the 2 members, Cutler James and Osiris Griffin, 2 of the strongest people in the group. Definitely both of them. Now we got JC Jane versus Ash by Elegance versus Masha Slamovich in a triple threat for the TNA Knockouts World title. JC Jane won this title a month ago against Masha Slamovich at TNA Slammiversary and became a double champion, but she also has the NXT Women's title. And Ash by Elegance, she has her first ever WWE match in over 2 years since she got released in 2023. And Ash by Elegance is aka Dana Brooke in WWE, and she has her first match back in a few years. But for this, I picked JC Jane to retain the TNA Knockouts World title. Next, we got Jordan Graceberg, Blake Monroe. I picked Blake for this one. She is on a very good heel run, and Jordan Grace, even though she's angry for Blake Monroe by her stabbing her in the back at WWE Evolution, which I was in. I experienced Blake Monroe / Mariah May's heel turn after a few weeks as babyface. But I'll pick Blake Monroe for this one. She still has a lot to go as her heel, and this will be the perfect start for her to win. Now we got Chelsea Green and Ethan Page with the Secret Service of Alpha Fire and Piper Niven by their side versus Tyra May Steele, the first ever LFG winner, and Tavion Heights in a mixed tag team match. For this, it's gonna be hard to choose this one because Ethan's the champion, Chelsea's like Canadians versus Americans. But I'll pick Tyra May Steele and Tavion Heights to win this match. Now, we got Jada Parker versus Kalani Jordan versus Lola Vice in a triple threat match to determine the number one contender for the NXT Women's title. Okay. This is kind of hard because I did not see the NXT. Like I said again, I did not see NXT. I did not even know that the storyline of these three women happened because I keep forgetting what's happening each NXT that I watch. So I don't know who could win this one, but kind of hard. I'm just gonna go with my gut. Jada Parker. Jada Parker's gonna win, and she'll face Tracy Jane for the NXT Women's title, which I don't know when it is. Probably in an NXT episode or the next NXT PLE, which I don't know which one it is. Now we got the main event, which should be the main event of NXT Heatwave, Oba Femi versus Javon Evans for the NXT Championship. This is a no-brainer. Well, for me, it could be a no-brainer. I pick Oba Femi to retain, but you never know what NXT/Shawn Michaels, even though Shawn had double knee surgery, prayers for him with his speedy recovery. I think someone else is taking him. Someone else is replacing him for right now. Probably Triple H, but I don't think so. Excuse me. But you never know. Javon Evans has been a really good person, and he is championship material, even though he's so young in his career. Like, not even 2 years in NXT, and he's already a massive star. But I can tell he is championship material, and in my opinion, Javon Evans might win, but I'm still picking Oba Femi to win this. Yeah. Well, that is all the NXT Heatwave, AEW Forbidden Door, and AEW and WWE Collision Course competition. That is this podcast for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, Twitch. All of them is going to be linked in the description. Go to patreon.com/JDP2199. Add me on Snapchat. I might add you back. And subscribe to me on YouTube. Like, comment, share. Turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.